Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance follows Johnny Blaze, played by Nicolas Cage, who roams Eastern Europe in order to find the Antichrist and finally rid himself of both the devil and the curse that transforms him into the Ghost Rider. Back in 2007 when the first Ghost Rider was released, it was universally panned by critics, and honestly I don't get that. I mean, by no means is the first Ghost Rider a perfect film, but I actually thought it was kind of fun. This film, on the other hand, not so much. Now, before I talk about the flaws of this movie that lead me to say that, I'm actually going to talk about some of the positive things of this movie. First of all, the action in this film is very entertaining, though that is expected of the duo that directed this movie, Neveldine and Taylor. Best known for directing the Crank series, Neveldine and Taylor always deliver the goods in regards to action, which is helped by the fact that they risk their lives to get certain shots for their movies. And it really shows in this too, though that's adding on to the cinematography. The thing is with the action in this, it's really fast paced, and although there's the occasional shaky cam, when you see Ghost Rider doing the stare into the people's eyes or whipping people around, it's really thrilling. And I mean, it's good to see that, because the first one, when it had action, it was really good. But in this one, the first half alone consists of the action, and it's just awesome. Although some people may find the action in this movie to be stupid, I like it because I've always liked Neveldine and Taylor's action. I love Crank 1, I have it on DVD. Crank 2 is okay, and I saw Gamer, didn't really like it for the plot, but when there was action, it was good. So Neveldine and Taylor always deliver goods on the action, and this movie was no exception. I already touched on the cinematography, but I'm gonna add a bit more to that. Some of the shots they get of Eastern Europe are fantastic, whether it be them driving on the road, or they're in the city with a ton of people walking by. It always looks beautiful, and that's another thing Neveldine and Taylor always deliver, the cinematography. Finally, the last positive thing I found in this movie was the acting. I mean, this is honestly one of Nick Cage's craziest performances. He goes on a couple tangents in it, and it's just wonderful. I don't want to spoil it for you, so if you want to see this for Nick Cage's crazy acting, or for the aforementioned things, I would honestly say that you're gonna die laughing from the rants. Rounding out the supporting cast, we had Ciarán Hinds playing Rourke, Idris Elba playing Moreau, and Johnny Whitworth playing Carrigan. The only two characters I had a problem with were Danny and the mom. You have to see them in the movie to really understand why I don't like them. But the aforementioned actors and Nick Cage were all awesome. Now you may be wondering to yourself why I don't think this is a fantastic movie, and there is one reason for this. The screenplay. I'm gonna be completely honest here, the screenplay for this movie was terrible. Some of the lines just made me laugh out loud, and to be honest, the plot for this was really simple. I thought it was an amalgam of a bunch of generic plots, and it just wasn't that good of a screenplay. But that's the only really negative thing I can find about this. I mean, the writing was bad, but I mean, everything else was good. It was just the screenplay, the plot, just did not like it that much. And that's kind of the most important thing about a movie, the writing, and it just did not really satisfy me on that aspect. As for my rating of this film, I'm actually changing my rating system from number of stars to letter grades. So Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance gets a C. Critics are giving this movie a lot of crap, and I don't think it deserves all of the crap. I mean, the screenplay is terrible, but the action is really good, the cinematography is good, and the acting is pretty good. I mean, I didn't think this was fantastic or Oscar-worthy by any means, but I thought it was a passable time. And I mean, there have been worse movies this year. Joyful Noise, anyone? The Devil Inside? Come on, folks, it's not that bad. Anyways, guys, this has been your boy Drawn Sean, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.